some shots to get us excited for the return of the show on the 24th of April. So the trailer opens with Tyrion asking, "Are you afraid? You're in the great game now." He's probably talking to Missandei, Daenerys' closest confidant, who is ruling Meereen in her absence. We see Daenerys. Now remember last season she was carried away to safety by one of her dragons, Drogon, during a coup and assassination plot by the sons of Harpy and Meereen. Her riding Drogon made her the first Targaryen dragon rider in over a century, but he left her stranded near the Dothraki Sea at the mercy of the Dothraki, and is now being marched into Vaes Dothrak. Interestingly, Vaes Dothrak is actually a place of peace, where the Dothraki can meet and trade, and it's forbidden to draw a sword while in the city, and this law is actually punishable by death. Now back in Meereen, we see Grey Worm walking, having clearly recovered from his wounds. Ramsay Bolton is seen riding into another battle. Now we don't know who he's going to be fighting, only that the production has teased that this is a massive battle sequence. Sansa is seen running through the woods of Winterfell with Theon still trying to secure her escape. Later in the trailer we see Brienne in the aftermath of Stannis' defeat to the Boltons. I think here she is possibly saving Theon and Sansa from being captured by the Bolton army, seen in this next shot. Then a shot of the coast of King's Landing, with Jaime on a boat returning Marcella's body to her mother Cersei, who is weeping at the loss of her daughter. Her short hair indicates that the events of Season 6 are going to pick up straight after the events of Season 5. High Sparrow is heard telling King Tommen Baratheon that we are all sinful creatures, we deserve death, we all do. Now is this a reference to perhaps the planned execution of Queen Marjorie Tyrell, or perhaps his sick way of trying to console him at the loss of his sister? Either way, Jaime and the Tyrell army is going to have none of it, and are seen marching to the steps of Baelor to take Marjorie back. Later in the trailer, Jaime is seen facing the High Sparrow, and I don't think he's going to be too happy about what he put Cersei through by imprisoning her and that horrendous walk of shame. An epic shot of Drogon flying over Vaes Dothrak, presumably on his way to rescue his mother Daenerys. A massive battle, possibly the same battle involving Ramsay Bolton. Arya Stark is still paying the price of her deception last season and is still blind. Then a flashback to Robert's Rebellion, which takes place about 17 years before the start of the show. I will possibly do a separate video on this later, but the events of this rebellion resulted in the Mad King and the House Targaryen being overthrown and replaced by House Baratheon. And could this be a shot of Ned Stark, who of course helped Robert Baratheon, but who met his demise in Season 1? An epic shot of the giant Wun-Wun possibly breaking through the gates of Winterfell, presumably helping to take it back from the evil Boltons. Tyrion in the catacombs of Meereen, possibly looking at Daenerys' remaining dragons, which are chained up. Is he considering letting them free? That's probably unlikely, and he's probably just taking a look. Now, the Night's King is seen walking by fire and ice, showing that he's probably going to make his way past the wall at some point. Another massive battle. Is that possibly Jon Snow? He is rumored to be taking part in this battle. The Hall of Faces in Braavos with a voiceover from Jaqen H'ghar telling Arya a face will be added to the halls. Now, it doesn't look as if her training is going too well. And finally, Bran Stark, again, walking, and then being grabbed by the Night's King. This is going to be huge if it's real, but could this be a dream sequence?